Hello guys, salam, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, you can see here we're doing some shopping at the McDonald's.
But sounds like so expensive, so we decided to go to Walmart to buy the ingredients and make it by ourselves because, you know.
Check your bank account.
So when you are here in BC, minimum wage is going to be $17.40 for 1 hour of work. So McDonald's dinner was way more than that. It was like $27-ish for two people. So we decided to take our 1 hour of minimum wage and see what we could buy at the supermarket.
And we wanted it to try to be at the budget, so we just pick up whatever we need and then try to keep the budget, as I said.
So bell peppers, $3.47 a pound. That one that I have here is pretty heavy. I think it ended up costing like $2.50. Avocado is like
I wanted to buy avocado, but I think it's a fancy one, but we really wanted to buy, so I think we bought it, right?
Yeah, we did. We got an avocado. We had to pick through because we wanted one that was going to be ripe for dinner, but $1.47 each is for sure luxury part of our meal, I think. We're getting crushed tomatoes here, and they have a lot of different options. It's a $4 or $5 for that one.
$2.67 for this one, $1.97 for that one, but it's small size.
It's small.
But for the Walmart brand, I cannot see the price. But you just suggested to get this one because it was better. Maybe you tried before.
Yeah, $2.27, and it's 800 mils almost, so that's good. Now the eggs was the most expensive part, to be honest.
And because we love this brand, has a good taste compared to the other ones, so we prefer to buy that one, although it's expensive.
Yeah, and also, I mean, just for the meal tonight, we aren't going to use all the egg. So we had to wave goodbye to the cheese because cheese was definitely out of the budget. And we tried to get some bread that's undiscounted.
We thought because it was on July 30th and then it was the last day on the bread. So we thought maybe it's a good one to buy, even though it's on the sale or clearance item. So let's see what's going to be next.
Yeah, see if that works out. Any foreshadowing here. Just so you know, for $1, you cannot buy anything. There's nothing. There's $1, but it's zero.
Nothing.
Zero things. Nothing for sale there.
Nothing. Let's pay for our stuff.
So this was exciting because even if we thought we were going to be just on the budget, we still had to hold our breath a little bit here because I wasn't sure which things you had to pay tax on or not. And just so you know, for essential ingredients, you don't have to pay any tax in BC. Things like flour or basic vegetables or toilet paper, you don't have to pay any tax on. So ended up all these things we didn't have to pay any tax just because it's the basic version.
We almost done. Look, the pepper and bell pepper was $2.37.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
So we ended up paying $16.70 for these, so we only have, that's our change, 70 cents change. Okay,
which
as
is
you
good.
can see, $16.70 for the receipt, and that's the ingredients that we got. So time to make some meal for two people.
And let's turn on the stove first, and then add some avocado oil, still fancy. And just let's mention that one, we using that one because we had it.
It's like basic ingredients that most people should already have, so we can't really count that that's part of the meal budget. Also, because we're not going to use all of the eggs, we're not counting that we're saving $5 or $6 for eggs.
We use the whole onion, whole tomato, canned tomato, and avocado.
Yes, so we bought it and brought it home. We're gonna make it. Actually, we're gonna make this recipe a version of Shakshuka, which is like poached eggs in some tomato sauce. It should be a very popular recipe from I think maybe Morocco is the original place, but just gonna chop up the onion and cook that, and then the other ingredients is tomato, bell pepper, and you making like a basic soup and you putting the eggs inside. So you'll see, but we're gonna try our best not to waste any of the food.
And don't forget to add some spices. We didn't mention that, but you also have some spices, and based on your taste you can add some. Here you go. We start frying the onion.
Yeah, so I don't know, why don't you say this was the same day, I think, that you were volunteering for the food bank.
Oh yes, I was volunteering in a food bank here in Vancouver, and unfortunately they told us the people who needs food, the percentage of the people is increased by 40%, and mostly kids and teenagers, and also because it's not Christmas time, people cannot donate that much. Also they need food, so I decided to just donate as much as I can, and also don't waste any food. Then I feel better.
And so this part that I'm trimming off, this white kind of membrane thing, that's not wasting. That's just not the part of the bell pepper that you eat. Just so you know, it has no flavor. So, but when I cut the bell pepper up, the $2.50 bell pepper. Oh my goodness, you gonna eat that?
I wanna eat it.
You stole it.
It was so good.
Oh,
That
okay.
tax. That was a
Snack.
tax.
So for this recipe, I cut the pepper into like thick chunks because that's the vibe that I wanted in the dish.
You wanna
Nice and
feel
thick,
it.
and I want to crunch on it and have a good bite in my mouth. But if you want them cut up small so that they kind of
No,
cooking through in the food, you can if you want.
I don't suggest it. I don't recommend it.
That's fine.
It's good. That size is good because you can feel it when you're eating it, and it's feeling so good. As I like really. I really like bell pepper. Stirring onion.
Okay, so one of my favorite parts of cooking, I don't know about you, but when you're putting all this bright colors kind of going together. So I love the bright green mixing into the food.
I call it play with color.
Yeah.
It's good. They're fresh. Now I'm just voiceovering it, but that time I really wanted to send the smell of it because it smells so good.
Okay, this is another exciting moment because when you buy an avocado, especially if you're buying a ripe one, you don't know if it's only just bruised up or is it going to be good inside. So
There you go.
we were lucky. We chose well. Avocado was ripe and it was all good. The good size. We're happy with that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't be naughty.
I'm gonna get demonetized. Where did that come from? So this tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, if you want to make with fresh tomatoes, that's fine too. But I think for our budget, we couldn't afford any fresh tomatoes. This brand is pretty good. It's thick.
Look at this bread, remember?
The sad story here, when we got out the bread for toasting, even if it was still had some time left before it was expired, had mold all throughout. So we still had 1 day left before it was going to be expired, but we didn't check the package carefully enough. So I guess you can say we're cheating, but we figured, that's fine to use one or two of these flour tortillas that we had in the fridge instead of the naan bread. So here's a trick if you want to know. You can cut them and then just toast them quickly on medium high heat on the pan, and they're gonna toast up and make little like cracker style almost, or like kind of like baked chips. It's good. You'll see how it
was
turns
good.
out.
It was good. Trust me. It was so good. Now you can see he added crushed tomato in it, and then
Yeah.
stirring. Did you add water or not?
Yeah, so you have to add some water to make it the right consistency. It depends. You just have to play with it to get the consistency that you want. Of course, maybe some more salt and pepper just to taste.
Oh, look at it. It's breathing.
Yeah, there you can see the toasted up things. And here's another thing, if you didn't know, there's an iron fish, and he's gonna swim around in the pot. And if you cook that in there for a couple of minutes, then your soup or your food, whatever's gonna have a little bit of iron added into the food.
Each
So
body needs it.
that's good for health.
Now add an egg, like a poached egg, but instead of water, you can add it like this to the soup directly, and it's gonna be giving you the poached egg.
Yeah, so we cracked in 7 eggs, and that's kind of like had a good room for that amount. And you know, once your sauce is kind of almost done cooking, you just crack the eggs in, and then you're just gonna simmer it for probably 8 to 10 minutes, depending. And the idea is you want the eggs to cook almost all the way through. So you're gonna cover it to keep the heat inside, and then
Look.
after, this is what you're gonna
Oh
find.
my god, yes, it was so delicious. Look at it.
The egg whites are cooked, and then
You can
you
see.
can see down into the yolk. So this one, just to show you what's the egg supposed to look like inside. Okay, so you can see that's like is soft
dry.
boiled. It's kind of more than just poached, but not completely hard boiled.
Now is a good part. Adding some avocado on your, as a not a garnish, but we didn't cook it. We just added on top of the dish.
More tax. It's good. It's part of it. You just add. You don't want to cook the avocado. I mean, you can if you want, but I didn't want to cook it, so I just add it on top. I also think it would be nice with cheese, but cheese was outside of the budget for this meal.
Here you go, the best part of it.
If you had to pick avocado or cheese, what would you pick?
Avocado,
100%.
100%.
Okay, so this is dinner for 2 for minimum wage, 1 hour of work. Okay.
Actually, we had it 2 more portion for the day after as a lunch.
Okay, Nusha Jun.
Have a good night.